Actually, there are many ways you can start your business with no money down. I still remember just now I was sharing with you how I started my journey. Initially, I was doing internet marketing, selling software online before I started this business. And I hit a plateau because I didn't have enough capital to spend on advertising. And that is when I realized I needed a platform that can allow me to start my practice and build my clientele, my network, my customer base, right, with no marketing cost down. So that is why I told myself the first few months I need to find a platform, a model that doesn't require me to prepare a huge amount of money, because at that point I had no money, right? So that's why I needed that method. So I also realized that I'm not the only person, because not every startup, right, they have the marketing budget, right, to spend like McDonald's or Coca-Cola on business. So they have to start with somewhere. And when I started this, I've seen a lot of people who get into debts because they borrow money to spend on advertising. They book show fees, they pay all the rental, they pay for free gifts, all these things, right? They spend a lot of money upfront to acquire customers, which I feel that that may not be something that I want in the initial phase. And I understand your concern also, because at this point of time you probably also wouldn't want to spend so much money upfront, isn't it? So the beauty about the business model that we have over here is that you do not need a huge sum of capital starting, right? And that is when you realize some other places they will ask you to start approaching your natural market, which means your warm market, your friends and family members. But what they don't realize is that after a while, it could be maybe 8 months later, 6 months, or even 3 months, they run out of friends or family members to approach you. And perhaps the first 2-3 months they are doing well because they have friends, family members to support them and buy from them. But after a while, you realize they hit this plateau where they have no one to approach anymore, and the business starts going down because they have no one else to approach. Right? So that's not sustainable as well. And once it starts to plateau, they start to seek for co-methods, such as doing survey on the streets or this, and it becomes very draining and tiring. So what I believe is that in order to ensure you have a consistent, sustainable career, it has to be that you need to have a system that generates you leads, qualified leads on a consistent basis, on a weekly week up basis, so that you do not have to go through this roller coaster of this business where you close some cases and you're very happy, and then suddenly a period of time you don't have any cases coming, you don't have any income coming in. And I realized that after testing so many methods, test all kinds of methods, right? Street canvassing, door knocking, road shows, all this. I realized the most effective method for especially fresh graduates like you and young working professionals, you start out with this model called a referral-based model. Because you realize that number one, it doesn't require you to invest a huge sum of capital start. In fact, it costs nothing to get referrals. And the second thing is that you will see your closing ratio increasing because of the increase in trust and credibility when someone recommends you to someone. Because I always believe in this. People like to be referred by people they know, people they trust. No one likes to be approached by strangers on the streets. Right? They feel more irritated, interrupted in their life, and the trust and familiarity is not even established. So they find it very hard to close them. It's always easier to close someone that you are familiar and you trust, right? And then I also realized that someone who is referred to you is likely to refer you to someone else, because that's how he gets to know you. So it becomes very sustainable in the long run. So referral model also helps you to build up your business in a very consistent way, because every week you can because you are not just you're meeting people to get more referrals. You're not meeting people for them to just close the case. Because once you close, if you are just meeting this person to close the case, chances after this case you have no more other prospects to meet with. So referral model allows you to have a referral after referrals after referrals. After a while, you have one pool of referral, where this is what we call your database, your prospect base, where maybe perhaps for this topic this person may not be interested, but if you continue to keep in touch with this person, continue to engage this person, you continue to communicate with this person, you will increase the familiarity and trust along the way. Right? That is why, even though if they perhaps want to buy anything from you or don't want to meet with you, all you need to do is just say, is it okay if we can keep in touch? Maybe there will be one project that you may be interested in. So your this prospect base can only grow bigger. In sense, that is how I started off with my phone, my phone contact book, right? With just 200 names down to close to 1,600 names. Going 1,700. to slowly build out your network along the way. Because networking is never about you finding people who can help you. It's about building up that network so that you can help people by introducing them to each other. It's about helping each other, right? It's not about finding people who can help you. So you want to make sure that you widen your network in this manner so that it's a matter of time. You can acquire them as your customer, you can acquire them as your clients, eventually some of them may become your friends, right? So once you have this foundation started, you realize that your business is going to be a lot more consistent, and in future, you can slowly then transit into a more automated based marketing strategy where you can scale this business to the next level without, just depending on just referrals. I hope that answers your question. Because referrals is the only method that you can use, right, without having to spend a lot of money upfront.